Hi guys, 14 Prime here, back with another video review, and today we're looking at the Mastermind Creations Reformatted R27 Calidus. So here's Calidus in his vehicle mode, and if you do not know, this is supposed to represent IDW Mortem Meets the Eye Rodimus. And I'm just going to let you guys know, this is going to be a big Mortem Meets the Eye gush review, little gush video. Man, also on this figure, all of it's great. Anyway, box. So we get R27 Calidus. Get a nice picture of him up there, reformatted up there. On the side, you get a picture of him there. Calidus, picture. Top picture, Calidus. The back, you get various poses that this figure can do. And then on the bottom, don't eat anything in this box or you will die. And a collectible item for 16 and up, so I'm good. Anyway, that's it for that. And also with third-party figures, what I decided to start doing when I occasionally review them is show the insert too, just how it's kind of packaged. It was taped together, and the figure's in here with the arm spread out on its interesting joint, which I'll show off when I get to robot mode. But yeah. Anyways, more before we get to the figure. We got a card. It's a nice card. I wish it would have came in like a poster or something of this. That would have been cool. I would definitely hang this poster. Then you got some tech specs here, with his highest being just a bunch of 8s, actually 8.5s. And you got a little picture from their comic that you can barely see because my camera is not the best. It's a for card. And I usually don't look at this, but instruction manual, because it's third party, it's different. You get to see what all you get right there. Another warning: you don't eat anything in this box or you will not survive. And you get various instructions, which are a lot better to read than Hasbro's. Then you get to see that, and then their next release, which is definitely not the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm so excited for this. Please come out, please come out. And then you get their little comic, but here's the thing. If you open it like this, it's instructions. If you do it like this, then it's their comic, which I'm not really gonna go in depth into, but the art is decent. And I mean, it's a basic story for the comic and the character. Its character has conflict, something happens, and conflict is resolved. It's not too much, but it's alright for what it is. Now, figure. I'm gonna angle my camera down. Now, I love this thing. Also, before I continue, this is the third party repro label, in case anyone was wondering. I love this thing. I love this entire figure. There's very few things that I find not okay. But overall, this very much so looks like Rodimus from Mortem Meets the Eye, or the basic just fit me. I'm sure someone can go in and be like, that's not right, or something. But I don't care. It looks really great. The only real issue with the vehicle mode for me is that I have issues getting this to tab in, like, solidly. I used to be able to get it to do it, but I can't really now. This side's perfectly fine. I don't know what's over this side. I think it's a common issue with the figure to have one of these not work, but I don't display my vehicle mode, even though I could. I always made the joke that this is basically if Robin had a Batmobile. Anyways, for a few comparisons, so you kind of get a sense of his size. Here he is with the G1 Hot Rod. Yes, I brought this out. Don't judge me. You can see that for any Hot Rod fans like me. Something a bit newer. Nitro Zeus, or just Nitro, which I may or may not review. I haven't decided. Which, if I do, I'm gonna do it a bit differently. Hint, hint. If I do, probably not, but who knows? You can see this is bigger, because it's a jet. And then something that's a bit more comic related. Commander Wars Ultra Magnus, which, as you can see, this car that doesn't work, or it barely works. He's like, all right, let's go. Anyways, accessories. You get this gun, which is supposed to kind of be a reference, I believe, to this gun that came with Hot Rod. Though could have come with G1 Rodimus, I don't know, but they just kind of look similar. You can, if you want, put that in up there. And then he also has this bow that I think is supposed to represent the animated Rodimus Minor bow. But I mean, that's the only real bow I can think of. I'm not even going to say I'm not sure about that. And this, if you want, you can take those two holes down here. You just tab it in. Then you close these around the wheels, but it ruins the aesthetic of the vehicle, and I never ever do this other than right now. So getting this out of the way. Oh, and also Minimus Ambus. So you can see how much Minimus Ambus scales with nothing, no matter how hard he tries. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about the vehicle mode, so... Oh, I guess if you really wanted to store this stupidly, you can kind of do that. Because the road storage is stupid. Anyways, the transformation for this guy, for a third-party figure, it's simpler than you think. Like, it's actually a lot more simple than I thought it was. So, let's get on with that. First, you want to rip the car in half. Starting off to a good start. Take these arm pieces, take the arms and move them out, just for now. You want to untab these and untab these if they were tabbed in. You want to take these, open them up, just kind of get everything loose. Take this chest region. It's on this kind of hinge piece, this hinge piece in here, and you just kind of move everything out of the way and hinge it around to that for now. Then we're going to come out here to legs. Open up the front of the car and the bottom part for the front of the car. Rotate these down. These tab in there. These just kind of sit. You might want to separate them though. Separate the legs. Flip down the foot and then the heel, foot, and then heel. I can't remember if the instructions say you need to push these in or not, but I leave them out. For now he's getting tall. Let's move this up. Then you want to take the chests, flip it like so, and take these two pieces there, rotate them in. Take this, move it down, then move the head kind of forward, push that down, then move that back up. Then you want to take all of this and it just kind of slides in there. Then you want to take the arms, these black pieces right here, move up, and then they have little tabs on the inside that there's a peg for the wheel and there's a slot for that tab on the side. So it solidly locks into place. And I do quite like it. Then you want to take these and coordinate them up, pull down the arms, and now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here is Calidus in his robot. And his robot mode looks fantastic. Just overall, just I love it. The little 360 here with all of his stuff. Then the legs are very nicely done too. Now I'm going to go ahead and talk about a common issue with this that people have, that he looks like he has no paint, but he does. It's just the red paint they use and then the red plastic are really similar. It's not really going to show up on camera, but the abdomen on the inside is painted, but this is molded, for example, which is the main example everyone uses. But I mean, to me, he looks great. he has basic gist of everything. I mean, if anything, if there had been like some panel lighting inside of there to kind of make it stick out a bit more, that would be cool. But that's about all I see. Go ahead and get a few size comparisons out of the way. Just to start off with, here he is with the MP hot rod, which he's basically around that size, a little bit smaller maybe. G1 hot rod, just because I can. Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus, which to me the scale is which is honestly my only issue with this figure. Basically, is he just doesn't scale with anything more than meets the eye related, other than anything else in the line. Except in my opinion, Brainstorm. This is the only thing that he honestly scales well with to me from Mortar Meets the Eye. Well, it's actually official anyway. Unofficial, he scales pretty fine with their other releases. Anyways, let's go ahead and wrap up articulation. The head is on a ball joint, which can kind of tilt a little bit, which is good for the face he has. Can move up that far, kind of look down. The arms, like I explained earlier, I would explain this with the packaging. They were out like this, because since he has these gigantic shoulders, and trying to move the arm, no. But you get the cheat if you move it with this, and then just kind of move it back. There you go. So basically you can move these out and they go full 360. They go out from that. You can even do it from right there. Elbow has a double bend due to transformation. It's a bicep swivel. And another swivel here. And then his hands are on ball joints. They can kind of move around. The 3 fingers on the bottom are articulated in the 1 pointer finger. Beautiful waist articulation. Legs move forward, legs move back. They have a decent spread. You can almost do the splits. It's not close enough. He has pretty good range at the knee. It's alright. It's serviceable. He has a swivel at the thigh. And then he has some ankle articulation. Then he can move his ankles up and then back due to transformation. So, I mean, overall, some good poses can be achieved with this figure. Maybe not all the poses people want, but a lot of them. Speaking of which, let's give him some stuff he can pose better with. One, he does have his gun, which does go into his hand, which, here, the fingers are even open. It's stable. It's not going anywhere. Which he can use. I never display him with any of these weapons, but I'm not going to deny that they are cool. Nice little nods that they didn't have to throw in. The bow, to me, is cooler, but it doesn't have a string. It's the only real problem here. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but you can probably just get some yellow yarn and do it. You just kind of slide that into the hand, and it still doesn't even fall out with the hand open. Jeez. And now he has a bow. Can get all archery with. But again, I don't display him with these. He does have weapon storage in this mode via this one peg on his back. Either the gun can go there or the bow. But sadly, how the bow works is it's these two right here. So whenever you stick it on, his bow is protruding from his back, like he just got stabbed by his own bow. I wish they would have given this little piece that would like put in a little peg there, so you can do it like that. I think that would have worked out a bit better, so you can have it, you know, look like a bow. But you know. He also does have an extra head, which is in this bag. But here's the thing. This is the head he originally came with, which, since my camera sucks, I'm sorry, guys. It's more of a serious face. But the separate head he comes with is a smirking face, which is supposed to be, well, this is the only Mortar Meets the Eye spoiler I'm going to say, but not really a spoiler. This one part in the comic where Red Alert tells him about the supposed Spark Eater. And then he has 3 panels of this, and then a smirking face, and then he says, cool. Basically. I'm just gonna, just for laughs, I'm gonna show, like, my favorite pose. Just, the smirking face. But, he did originally come with this head. Not really gonna attach it, but, you know. Just imagine the serious face. And how it worked is you just unscrewed the screw in the back and pulled it apart and went on there. Which they each have their own screws, which is fantastic, I think, right? Yeah, their own screws. Overall, I literally, if you love Mortar Meets the Eye, like me, I can't recommend this figure enough. Like, this is one of my favorite things in my collection. And then also, again, I'm doing this because, hint, hint, I'm getting another figure from them that is also related to Mortar Meets the Eye. Soon, hopefully. Really, really waiting. So yeah, pretty much that's about all I have to say. So please be sure to check out my channel for video reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. And this is the 14th Prime. Sign.